Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 30th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. So on June 30th, nice. Okay, let's see the cards first. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, and Seven. Oh, you have two sevens here. Seven of Wands. Okay, I was gonna say on June 30th, Mercury pre-shadow period begins. So the actual retrograde is happening on the 17th of July. But during the retrograde and even during the shadow period, we might come across some communication challenges. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here for you. This may have something to do with a conversation you are having with someone, and it's like, this is distraction mentally. So it could be that you are over explaining things, Taurus. This for some it could be an important meeting, for some it could be family members, workmates, things like that. So this is where you are trying hard to make someone understand your point of view, and maybe it will be a challenge. Okay, so that could be what this is, or for some it could be customer service, vendor, maybe something is not going the way you had expected. So this is where you are doing what needs to be done, giving them a piece of your mind. However, just be aware of this energy, the retrograde energy, because avoid making any assumptions. If there is something, it's important to ask the right questions, and just make sure you are understanding things clearly before you respond. With this, it feels like the complete picture is not there. So avoid going by the surface issues. Don't get the surface issues affect you. It's important to see the bigger picture. With both these cards, it's really, really important to see the bigger picture. So what does that mean? It could mean, for instance, let me just give you an example, because I don't know what you are coming across. For some, it could be happening in their relationships. For some, it could be work. For some, it could be a project that you are taking up, or it could be health related, So example is like, for instance, your work. Maybe you are coming across something like extra additional responsibilities, and it might feel like a lot. And but what I also what I am seeing is an opportunity there that will be good for you. Okay, so it could be a project that you are working on, or it could be a job situation. You might come across some additional responsibilities. However, there is an opportunity. So if you want to stay committed and do not get distracted by what's going on in the environment, and just keep the focus on whatever it is that you are doing, your priorities, then things will work out really, things will work out in your favor, so that's what I'm seeing here for you, Taurus. This is where you are, this is projections, meaning like what happens is when we are afraid of something, we project, we assume things. So that's what I'm seeing. So you just be aware of this energy and know where you are, where this is happening, and how you want to respond to the situation. So you are not feeling overwhelmed, by what, and you don't want anything to drag you down. It could be situation, it could be people's demands and expectations. It could be what's happening in the world right now. It could be your own expectations. Sometimes what happens is we want to show up in the best way possible. We want to be everything for everybody, and we want to be this person, that who have like everything all figured out or something like that. This is a card of leadership. This is someone who don't wait around for someone to do their part. She just do whatever she needs to do. And this is also someone who is not good at delegation, so it could be because of several reasons. Maybe they have their expectations on how they want things to turn out, so they would rather do it themselves. Or maybe it could also be trust issues. Maybe the person, if she wants to, give someone chore, if they come back to her like with 10 other questions, then it's just waste of her time. So these are the things that I am seeing on your cards. So the tendency here is to do everything. You also have King of Wands here. So the tendency here is to like do everything by yourself. So know how that is making you feel, because you might come across something unexpected. So leave room for the unexpected is what I want to say. And also going into the week, you want to stay more organized and make a list of your priorities, so you can stay more focused and finish things, by the end of the week, because you might come across something else that is not on the list, and then it will be really hard. So it's important to take care of all the pending tasks before you move into the week. And also whenever something comes up, just take care of things, so it's not a big pile that you have to now sort through. That's what I'm seeing. But on the other hand, don't let surface issues affect you, and maybe there are certain things that you are not seeing at this moment. Here with Seven of Cups, this could be again something to do with interpersonal relationships, or it could be something that you are trying to work on. You might come across a lot of it could be opportunities, offers, proposals, invitations. Invitations. Someone is reaching out, and maybe they want to meet you, or maybe they have some function going on and they want you there, and now there's a lot on your plate. So these are the things that's coming through, Taurus. So just be aware. It's important to say no whenever it's possible. Or if someone want you to help them with something, it's also important you ask for help too whenever you need it. Okay, so negotiation is important. Most of the time it doesn't occur to us, so just be aware of that, because both these cards has to do with distractions, what's going on in the environment, what's going on in the world. It could be that you are physically here but mentally somewhere else. So the reason why that is happening is on the 4th of July, we have Neptune retrograde happening in the sign of Aries. It's on the 4th of July is also Independence Day, this part of the world. And that can lead to confusion and foggy mind, distractions. So if you are coming across, this is again opportunities, invitations, all the things that you have to do, all the things that you want to do when it comes to your goals, your personal goals, your professional goals. So there's a lot. And this is also where you are, it could be that you are daydreaming, things like that. So just be aware. And so just be aware of this energy. No advice. I was actually going to give you some advice, but no. I don't know what you are coming across, you know better, but I just want to make you aware of the energy, so then you can work with what you got and get things done at the end of the week, at the end of the day. You have Two of Cups and then Queen of Wands. This is where you are either meeting someone, you are hearing from someone. Queen of Wands is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It could be that these signs are in your chart, or it could be that this is the energy that you are embodying. This is a card of making things happen, but know how it's making you feel, Taurus. It could be that you have several things and there is no option. However, it's also important to take some break in between, so you are not, to avoid burnout, and this is also where you are staying more positive, optimistic. It could be because you are hearing from someone here, and it could be all the resources. So what I'm seeing is manifestations. Whatever it is that you need is coming. Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, whatever you need is coming. On the other hand, with this is shiny object syndrome. So just be aware of that. So what I'm seeing is a mix of different kinds of experiences. On the one hand, you have this, which is stress. On the one hand, on the other hand, this is this is mental distractions. This is beautiful energy. So what I'm seeing is different kinds of experiences. Know how you want to navigate through without feeling overwhelmed. Okay, Taurus, you got this, because you have Queen of Wands. This is where you are on top of your priorities, you are making things happen, you are feeling optimistic, and this is also magical energy, and manifestations is also happening. So setting intentions is important. What is it that you want to take care of this week? Because you will be able to find the right connect. You will connect with the right people, find the resources, things like that. It could also be you going online, doing your research, and you are bombarded with a lot of information. Now you have to sort through things. That's what this energy is. So what is good, what is not, and things like that. Pay attention to your own intuition. Stay connected to your own intuition and follow your own guidance. And also do remember not to get distracted by what's happening in the environment, people's opinions, their judgments, their demands, their expectations. And sometimes, when it comes to our family members, our kids, there is no option. We have to be there, but when it comes to other things, know how you want to. This could mean adjusting your schedules, rearranging your priorities. So on the other hand, Taurus, it's important to clarify your own thoughts. It's important to know what is it that you want. With that Neptune retrograde happening, this is a foggy mind. So if there is something you want to take care of, for some it could be buying, selling, conversations. Before going into important meetings, or before you have that important conversation, before you are on, if there is something you want to purchase, it's important to really understand what is it that you want. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you will be in the store, and the salesperson will just show you something, and you will just go with whatever he is asking you to buy, so, and then you will feel bad about things later on. Maybe that is maybe you will realize that it's not what you wanted. So it's important to really understand what is it that you want, and this is true for opportunities that you are coming across. So it's important to know what is it that you want, so you can then communicate your expectations, your wants, your needs, things like that. So that's important. Also, when it comes to communication, if you are sending out an email or something, just make sure that you are checking and rechecking to make sure everything is good to go, to avoid any misunderstandings. Face-to-face conversations also, sometimes what happens is we are talking to someone like right in front of us, and they hear something totally different, as if we are in two different worlds, talking two different languages. So that can also happen, so just be aware of that. On the other hand, important emails might land in your spam folder, so just know if there is something you are expecting, just check your spam folder as well. So just an example, it could be happening in some other areas of your life too. On the other hand, this is physical, something physical, physically strenuous, that you are taking up. It could be maybe you are at gym and you are taking up some physical exercise, something to do with your diet, things like that. So Taurus, just know how much you are taking on, if your body really needs it, because you don't want to just blindly follow whatever the trainer is asking you to do. It's important you understand your body better, so it's important you pay attention to your own body, because then you don't want to fall sick. So what I want to say is, again, trust yourself, trust your own intuition, follow your instincts, and if something is not sitting well with you, it's important to communicate, ask the right questions, find a way out, things like that. But you are connecting with someone here, Two of Cups. It could be a date night. If it's a date night or something like that, just be you, is what I want to say. This is where you are trying to please someone, over explaining things that maybe and also give the other person a chance to talk about things is also what I'm getting. Okay, so this is where someone is doing all the talks, and the other person is not getting a chance, is what I'm getting. But if that is something that you are coming across, just know. And also, if you have if you have a function or something coming up, make sure that you are prepared, like you have the right outfit, so last moment you don't have to worry about anything. But what I'm seeing is, yes, invitations, maybe a gathering is what I'm seeing here for you, or it could be someone special you are meeting, Taurus. That's nice. Let me know in the comments if that's you. Let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Yes, on the 7th, I forgot to tell you. On the 7th, Uranus enters the sign of Gemini. Now, Uranus is a planet, is all about, expansion, exploration, unconventional thinking, things like that. So that's something that's coming through for you. This is where you are standing up for what you believe is right. You are fighting for your rights. You are speaking up, and this is also you, pushing back. So for some, this is you protection, which is what Cancer, we are in Cancer season now, and Cancer energy has to do with safety, stability, protection, emotions, feelings, self-care, intuition, things like that. So that's the energy that's coming through for you. This is where you are pushing back. It could be that you just want to spend some time alone, or it could be that you have things to do. So you might have to say no. And this is also where you are protecting your own energy. If that is not something that's happening, the card is reminding you, protect what's important for you, Taurus. Protect your own energy, especially if you are exhausted, things like that. So, yeah. But it's important to avoid, I don't know if I, yeah, so it's important not to make assumptions. This is projections, um, projecting our own emotions. Let me share a story. So one time what happened was, I was working at a bank, and there was this customer who was a construction worker. He came in during his lunch break or something, so he was like wearing those like, he was shabbily dressed. So I didn't pay attention. I was just doing my job, and he was in the line. And when it was his turn, I asked him for his ID and a couple of questions, and he was really frustrated. And he was like, why are you asking me all these questions and everything? And I said, is it because I'm not dressed properly? And I'm like, it's, or his nationality, things like that. And I was like, no, this is a financial institution, sir. I have to ask you all these questions. This is to verify your identity, to make sure that we are, whatever I had to, the policy and everything. And he was like, then, no, you don't like me. I'm like, I don't have to like you, sir. I work here. And he was like, you didn't ask these questions to the first person. I said, no, he's a non-client. He always comes in, and I'm seeing you for the first time, so that's why I have to. So he already, before he came to my desk, he already had this picture, already assumed things, that I'm not going to like him, and I'm not going to give him a hard time. And so you see how, so that sometimes that happens. So just be aware of, with the shadow period, with the retrograde happening, with both these energies, something like that is happening. So it's important to, clear communication is important. If there is something that, to avoid misunderstanding, if there is something there, just it's important to bring it up, talk about things, to clear up the energy. That's what I'm seeing here. This is you embracing the differences. It could be that the people you are coming across may have different beliefs, they do things differently, but this is acceptance, accepting the differences. So, Taurus, your message is divine passion. All right. So, the message is be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? Yes, I told you it's important to clarify your own thoughts, Taurus. It's important to know what is it that you want before going into a conversation, important meetings. It could also be, personal relationships. Okay, let me read this out to you. Okay, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? If you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you will recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged, they are natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They are just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, listen to your dreams. They will activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and it will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you are truly alive in all ways. Make sure your career matches your true interest. Take a class or start a hobby that really excites you. Change jobs, go on a wonderful trip. Invest time and money in manifesting your dreams. Give yourself permission to go for it. Start a new business, make an honest assessment of how you spend your time, list your priorities. The Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes, Pele's dynamic strength is sometimes misunderstood. She shows us that fire can purify, release us from the old to make way for the new and ignite our passions. Without fire, nothing would change. Call upon Pele to help you get in touch with your true passion and to change up your motivation and excitement. Pele will help you feel everything on a deeper level, so be unafraid of taking action to manifest your heart's desire. So, what I'm getting from the message is yes, this is your dreams. If you are daydreaming, then now is the time to make things happen. Okay. And you are feeling that you are coming across a lot of new ideas, inspiration, inspiring thoughts, things like that. This is where you are taking some action. It could also be you connecting with someone. If you are, then they will help you clarify your thoughts. That's what I'm getting. So yes, on the other hand, like I told you, Taurus, if you are coming across, a lot of things to do, like it could be personal life, it could be professional life, it's important to ask for help whenever you need it. Delegating is important. So you can then focus on your own priorities, make time for you as well. Okay. So I said something about people pleasing, and that's what's coming through in the message as well. So something to be aware of here. So an honest communication is important. So the person, so everybody is on the right page, on the same page, as you are. And that will also, yeah, to avoid misunderstandings and things like that. Yeah, and also this is with both these cards, it's also important to list your priorities, something that came through in the message as well, because this could be daydreaming, it could be um, distractions. So know what these distractions are, if there is something important that you need to do. What I'm seeing here is you rushing through things at the last moment, so it's important to know how you are spending your time, your energy, what is important, so you are not feeling overwhelmed. Things like that is important, Taurus. So that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.